You're watching Beyond the Box Score, where every number tells a story, and tonight's story is about desperation, defiance, and one team's last stand. Game 3. Cleveland. The Cavs are cornered 2 games into this Eastern Conference semifinal. The Indiana Pacers aren't just leading the series. They're redefining the tempo of it. They walked into Cleveland's house, ripped away home court advantage, and now they're coming back for more. Indiana leads to 2-0, and folks, this is the most dangerous version of the Pacers we've seen in years. Let's take it from the top. Game 1 was a punch to the gut. The Pacers shot lights out over 54% from the field. Tyrese Haliburton played like a veteran playoff assassin, dropping 22 points and orchestrating the floor with 13 assists. But the real dagger came from an unlikely hero, Andrew Nembhard, who exploded for 23 points and stunned Cleveland's defense. Final score, 121-112. Message sent. Game 2? It was a psychological masterclass. The Cavaliers were up 7 with just over a minute left. But in that short stretch, everything unraveled. Haliburton hamstring, and all sank the game-winning three-pointer with 2.6 seconds left. The Pacers won 120-119, stealing a game they had no business winning. That's not just a win, it's a statement. And now Cleveland stands on the brink, down 0-2, battling injuries and desperately in need of answers. Let's go beyond the headlines and into the details. Cleveland's roster is bruised. Point guard Darius Garland is sidelined with a sprained big toe. He's officially out. His absence leaves a gaping hole in the Cavs' playmaking core. Garland's ability to penetrate, distribute, and shoot off the dribble is irreplaceable. Evan Mobley, the Cavaliers' defensive anchor, remains questionable due to a lingering calf strain. If Mobley can't go or is limited, it leaves Jarrett Allen to fend off Miles Turner. Alone in the paint, bad news for a team already getting dominated on the glass. DeAndre Hunter, who joined Cleveland midseason, is still adjusting and hasn't been the defensive stopper they were hoping for. That wing defense void has allowed Indiana's guards and wings to run wild, cutting, slashing, and draining open looks from the perimeter. Meanwhile, Indiana is capitalizing on every Cleveland weakness. Tyrese Haliburton, despite nursing a sore hamstring, has elevated his game to superstar status. Through 2 games, he's averaging 23.5 points and 10 assists, shooting efficiently and leading like a floor general with ice in his veins. His clutch factor in Game 2 was the stuff of legends. He's questionable for Game 3 but expected to play, and if he does, expect more surgical execution. Benedict Mathurin remains suspended, but the Pacers haven't missed a beat. Nembhard, Toppin, and T.J. McConnell have stepped into larger roles and delivered. Nembhard has been fearless, hitting contested jumpers and playing aggressive defense. Obi Toppin has added transition explosiveness and rebounding grit, while McConnell's energy off the bench is disrupting Cleveland's already shaky second unit. On the stat sheet, Indiana's edge is undeniable. They're outscoring the Cavs 120.5-115 through 2 games. They're shooting 51% from the field compared to Cleveland's 46%. The Pacers are also forcing more turnovers and turning them into fast break points, 16.5 per game to Cleveland's 11. That margin is the difference between winning and losing tight playoff games. Rebounding. The Cavaliers are supposed to own that category, but through 2 games, Indiana is only slightly behind, thanks largely to Turner's activity and wing players crashing the boards. Cleveland's inability to create second-chance opportunities is killing their offense, especially with Garland out and Mobley less than 100%. Let's talk Donovan Mitchell. Speeda has been heroic, averaging over 28 points in the series, but he's doing it under duress. With Garland out, defenses are doubling him every possession. Indiana is forcing the ball out of his hands, and without another reliable playmaker on the floor, the Cavs' offense is stagnant late in games. And let's be honest, Cleveland's supporting cast hasn't stepped up. Max Strus has struggled with consistency. Karis LeVert has had flashes, but not enough to sway momentum. Georgia's Niang's perimeter shooting hasn't been the X factor Cleveland hoped for. Unless someone steps up big time in Game 3, the Cavaliers are in serious trouble. From the sports book side, odds makers are catching up. DraftKings and odds shark list Indiana as a narrow road favorite, while betting action leans toward the under due to Cleveland's injury-riddled defense and Indiana's ability to slow down the tempo when needed. This isn't just a must-win, it's a must-respond game for the Cavaliers. They need Donovan Mitchell to have a 40-piece type night. They need Jared Allen to control the paint. They need someone Struss, Levert, even Isaac Okoro to step up with timely buckets. And above all, they need stops. Defensively, the Cavs must rotate better on the perimeter and shut down Indiana's pick-and-roll game. If Haliburton controls the pace again, it won't matter who's scoring for Cleveland, they'll always be playing catch-up. So here's our official Beyond the Box score prediction. We believe in playoff momentum, and right now, Indiana has it in spades. Final prediction: Indiana Pacers 117, Cleveland Cavaliers 110. Expect Haliburton to flirt with another double-double. Expect Miles Turner to win the paint battle again. And expect Indiana's bench to out-hustle Cleveland's. Donovan Mitchell will put up numbers, but it won't be enough without support. Indiana takes a commanding 3-0 lead, and Cleveland's season teeters on the edge of collapse. This is Beyond the Box score. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we're breaking down every storyline